me in Ani's kitchen. My name is Ani. There's Hubster back here. And we're on our way to yet another appointment. This one is for the upcoming heart surgery I'm going to have. It's a CT scan appointment. So we're on our way to that. And of course, Hubster had to take off from work again. This is an early morning appointment. So which means if we get out on time, he'll be able to get back to work. We usually try to schedule our appointments because there's so many towards the end of his work schedule, work day, so he doesn't have to take that many hours off because, you know, remember we have to save our hours for the month that I'll be out of state getting my transplant. So the aftercare takes about 5 weeks, you know, to heal from that. So anyway, so we're mindful of the hours that we use, and I always try to schedule the appointments in the late afternoon as much as possible. The only problem with that, then you got to think of rush hour, and believe me, it's a pain. But we do the best we can, right? So we're on our way to get the CT scan for this upcoming heart surgery. I did want to give you an update on the peritoneal dialysis. Yeah, that was a no-go. It wouldn't even take any solution in, so it's worse off than what it was. So I told the nurse that I just want to take it out. If it's not going to work, I just want to take it out. Take it out. There's no reason for me to go on with a hole in my belly and a tube sticking out of it, you know, and all this trouble I have to go through to maintain it, clean it, because infection rate is high for that. You know, it can kill you. You know, an undetected infection, yeah, it's very dangerous. But anyway, get septic and everything. But they're wanting to continue to try for at least 90 days, and then the doctor there will attempt to go back in and see what's wrong. Right now, it's been less than 90 days. It's been actually 6 weeks. No, actually, it's been a month because they had to go in twice since the surgeon, the other surgeon in the private industry went in and tried to re-manipulate the tube. So it's too early yet to go back in, and the doctors really don't like to go in after another doctor's work. Heck, they took them 3 times to get my fistula to work for hemodialysis, and that was after 13 infiltrations. So that's very painful. Infiltrations are. So I don't know what they're putting out as doctors these days, but it's not good. Seriously, it's not good. But heck, the nurses know more than doctors these days. They do more, you know, and they think more about your situation, and, you know, give your situation more thought than the doctors do. They wonder. Nurses, that's why nurses are becoming more like doctors, you know, getting the APRNs and stuff like that. My daughter is going for her master's now, and she's a registered nurse. Very proud of that, but her accomplishments. But you know, to God be all the glory for it, that she's able to have that mind and that talent for healthcare, you know, for caring for others. You know, I appreciate all my nurses, I really do. We have a rapport that pretty much allows us to be very truthful, bluntly, blatant, and just on the table, all cards on the table, you know, without hesitation, because your health is serious stuff. I mean, come on, it keeps you going. So nobody wants to be sick. So it's important that you have a very open dialogue with your health healthcare professionals on your healthcare team, and if they can't take the heat, change the doctor or the nurse. And usually the problems are the doctors. They tend to really not pay attention to. It's like you're one of many, you know, in the flock, so to speak, you know, that they have to contend with. And we understand that, but you see us individually, that means you need to pay attention on an individual basis and really give their situation careful thought. Look at the person, not just the disease kind of thing, you know. But anyway, we're on our way to this for the CT scan, pre-surgery CT scan, to check out the insides and see how things are going, give the surgeon a clearer picture. I'm lucky to have Dr. Gansel. From what I've heard, he is the best. I'm having my surgery at Jewish, which is known for, it's called the Heart Hospital. It's known for the best surgeons, and he is definitely at the top of the list. I hear nothing but rave reviews about him, and there's actually a nurse that works, a surgical nurse that works in that hospital that gave me peace by letting me know about Dr. Gansel. Nothing but rave reviews. She says I have the best. So I thank God for that, you know, for moving the people, places, and things, you know, in my favor, so that I can have the best possible outcome. In Yeshua's name, I think. Seriously do. But anyway, so the PD catheter, yeah, so I told them I wanted it out. They want to continue to try it for at least 90 days. I don't know if it's a billing thing or if they seriously think they can resolve it without using the CAS flow. They don't want, the nurse doesn't want to use the CAS flow yet. That's the medicine that dissolves clots, and they usually use it for tunnel catheters, the ones in your chest and your heart. She doesn't want to use it because she says they've never done that before. They never heard of putting CAS flow in a peritoneal catheter tube. So she's still checking on that. And if they're not going to put the CAS flow in, I got to tell you what, I'm going outside my team, my network, and I'm going to look for a surgeon that will go in and pull this out, because it makes no sense. If it's not working, it makes no sense. It's high infection rate, you know, it makes no sense to keep it. None at all. You know, it's uncomfortable. You know, the risks are high, and it's a pain to maintain. It really is. You know, you have to use certain micro antibacterial solutions, you know, and that are very expensive, and just all kinds of stuff. And you can only use antibacterial soap to bathe with, and that dries out my skin like there's no tomorrow. You know, you have to make sure you're very well bandaged up before you put any lotion on. And then if you're bandaged up, that means that part of your belly is not getting any lotion. So that's drying up. It makes the tape stick real well, but peeling it off feels like you're peeling off your skin. Seriously. And then the adhesive on that tape, that plastic tape, makes you itch. So it's just so much. Anyway, that's what you can expect with peritoneal. Now, I did get a PD belt, but you still have to use the island dressings and the tape underneath that, and then the extended tube is what gets folded into the peritoneal dialysis belt that has a Velcro when you tie around your waist. It's to keep the tube from getting caught on anything. Here's the problem with that. That belt rises and, you know, it shifts every time because you're moving. You know, you walk, you sit, you stand, you sit, you stand. So the belt moves and it pulls that tube. When it rises up to your midsection, it pulls that tube. So that's just constantly shifting it down, you know, back in place. So yeah, So I quit doing that, and now what I do is I just use multiple island dressings and tape, and just I'll tape the first where the actual entry is, and then I'll tape that. I mean, I'll put a dressing on that, and then I'll fold the tube and put a dressing on top of that after I wipe it clean with antibacterial soap. I'm telling you, you have to have gloves. What can I say? It's a job, but it's for me, and if I want to maintain my health and not get infections and things like that, it's a must-do, you know. But I'm just trying to share the work that gets involved in this, so you all stay healthy, you know. Take your vitamins. On the next episode, I'm going to have a list of over-the-counter vitamins that I take to keep healthy, that has helped me maintain my levels at an average, at a normal rate. Let me tell you, I've been anemic all my life, and now I'm not, because of these vitamins and the iron shots that I get at the dialysis center, you know, through my treatment. And so now I'm average, I'm no longer anemic, and I can't tell you how much better I feel. You know, my diabetes is only a type 2, but I'm on insulin and on the insulin pump because I can't take medication because of the kidneys. You can't filter all what they mix it with. I can't, you know, filter all the toxins out. So I'm on insulin, and now I'm on the pump, which is so much better. Minimal use, really. You know, it's just my levels are really good. So here's what I'm praying for, and I would appreciate it if all my prayer warriors would pray the same with me. Okay? The power of prayer is awesome. God does answer prayers in Yeshua's name. So here's what I'm praying for, and I pray you all pray with me on this. That when they fix my heart valve, when they replace it, that it jumpstarts my kidneys back to functioning. And here's why I'm saying it's not really a far-fetched prayer, but here's why I'm saying it. There's a patient, a fellow patient, dialysis patient, and he's there because he had a heart attack, and from that heart attack, it affected the kidneys, so the kidney's not functioning. Very, very little. Okay, so heart has a lot to do with your other organs. Of course, everyone knows that. You know, so that's why I feel maybe if I have this valve replacement, maybe it'll jumpstart my kidneys. Give it a boost at least. Let's pray for that, shall we? Alright, so anyway, I'm going to jump off here. Let me show you where I'm at. On our way to the dialysis center, okay? Not dialysis, CT scan. It's at Jewish Hospital. So, anyway, this is episode 6, and I'll be back as more develops, okay? You all, God bless you. Take care of yourselves, please, and one another. And until the next one, bye.